back to A Moment in History. I'm Seth Udinsky. In our ongoing look at history, let's travel back to a pivotal moment in the story of the United States. In 1783, the infant United States had been at war for several years against the most powerful empire on earth, Great Britain. The war began in 1775, and in 1776, the young nation officially declared its independence from Britain. For several years, the mighty Brits and young Americans did battle, and to the surprise of many, the Americans held their ground. Thanks to a combination of timely assistance and a distinct home field advantage, the Americans gained the upper hand, and in 1783, the two nations signed a treaty ending the American Revolutionary War in an inspiring victory for the United States. Let's explore this treaty today, which historians call the Treaty of Paris. Now, before we get to the treaty, let's understand the course of the war and look at how the Americans were able to pull off this epic victory. In the first few years of the war, Britain won several battles. However, fighting thousands of miles from home on enemy territory allowed the Americans to strike back with a guerrilla type of warfare. Now, the Brits won a significant victory at Brandywine in Pennsylvania in 1777, but the Americans regrouped at Valley Forge and struck back with a victory of their own in New Jersey in 1778. Now, in that same year, France, which had secretly been aiding the United States in its fight against Britain, officially joined the American side and declared war on Great Britain. Of course, this was a noble action by France, but keep in mind that Britain was their great rival during this time. They joined the American cause as much to see Britain fall as they did to watch America succeed. But either way, this turned the tide of the war. In 1781, General Washington won a decisive victory at Yorktown, Virginia. With French assistance, the Americans trapped the British and forced British General Lord Cornwallis to surrender. Britain realized that it could not keep the colonies, and British leaders began talks of official surrender. Finally, in 1783, American ambassadors met with British leaders in a hotel in Paris on September 4th. Among those Americans were founding fathers Benjamin Franklin, the American ambassador to France, and future American President John Adams. The American ambassadors made sure to stay firm on the terms of surrender, including the all-important statement of American independence, that Great Britain would formally recognize the United States of America as a sovereign nation. The Treaty of Paris was signed, officially ending the Revolutionary War and formally granting the United States freedom from Great Britain, a freedom that we still enjoy today. Today, Great Britain, once our mortal enemy, is now our closest ally. Thanks so much for joining me once again for A Moment in History.